This is a solve critique of an average of 5 sent in by TMCubing. I'm not going to be doing like solve critiques like just anyone can send in their videos. This is just someone that I'm collaborating with in a future video that you'll see maybe in a few weeks, and he just sent solves to be critiqued. Okay, so the cross that he did was pretty much exactly what I would have done for white cross. I think it's the most efficient it could have been. I might have done something with the yellow cross, but as far as the white cross goes, I think he did it really well. So when he finished the cross, the cube was like this. Now the blue and red pair are pretty much ready to be paired up like this, and then inserted like that without any rotations, but he like rotated quite a lot. And then what I would have done from there was paired up the blue and orange pair like this and put it in without any rotations. Now obviously he couldn't have done that because he did the F2L pair differently, but I think what he did do for his second F2L pair was good. Now he had 2 pairs left to do for his third F2L pair, and he did the green-orange pair here, but what he could have done and what I think would have been better is this orange-blue one, and I'll show you what I mean now. So he went for this green-orange pair, which I guess is fine, but I would have done this orange-blue pair because of this F2L trick I've been meaning to point out on this channel. I was gonna make a video about like F2L tricks or something because of this trick that I learned from Felix's 3-point something Twitch solve. So basically what I would have done here, if you have the F2L pairs here and here, you can do a sledgehammer and that pairs up the case, and then you can do another sledgehammer to put it in. And after that, his last layer was good. I'm not going to go over too much because it's just algorithms, like it all depends on what algorithms you use and stuff like that. But most of his last layers in these 5 solves were good. There's just like a couple things at the end that I'll point out. So this was the scramble for the second solve. He did white cross and he did that for all the solves, so I'm assuming he's not color neutral, which is another tip for sub 20, sub 15 is to learn how to do other cross colors or at least practice them. What I would have done is yellow cross, because you have this one, this red piece kind of offset, and then you have this blue one which again is like off of the center color by a D or a D prime or something, but it's by the same amount. And then you put that in, then insert this one, this orange one, and then this green one, and then you move the whole cross over, and that's what I would have done. The F2L was good, especially that third F2L pair where he kind of does some wide move thing to put the pair in from a different angle. I thought that was good and not really something I would have thought of. And it's a rotationless way to get it in. So solve 3 has a good cross, but right after the cross, he does this long pause to look for the first F2L pair, which is just generally not something you want to do. It's important to have a good cross to F2L transition so your solve can go smoother and you might save a second or two. And after that, there's really nothing like too special about the solve. It's not especially good, especially bad. It's just, I think, what I would have done during the solve. Now, just like the second solve, he did the cross on the white side, which, yeah, it's a good cross. I probably would have done the same white cross, but on closer inspection, I noticed that yellow is just as good, so I'm just going to show how I would have done that. I would have moved this over. Now, this green and yellow is already in its place. Now, there's this blue and yellow that needs to be, like, moved over. So I would have turned these two pieces this way, put them down, moving the fixed piece out of its place, moving the cross over, and putting that piece back in. So that's one of the ways I could have done it, but the white cross that he did was, I think, just as good. And after that cross, just like the previous solve, there was a long pause, and he even did a U3 trying to insert the next F2L pair, where you only could have done maybe a U once or not at all. And again, the rest of the F2L went really smoothly. There was something in the fourth F2L pair, an algorithm or a case or something that I wouldn't have done, I would have done differently, but I think he actually did it better than what I would have done. So this is the fifth solve, the fifth scramble here. For the cross, something I would have done, which I don't know if it would have paid off or not. I don't know if it would have made my solve any faster or even slower, but I saw this red-blue F2L pair here, which I probably would have moved over so that I could put the blue and red cross pieces in, and then put it in before doing the rest of my cross. Again, I don't know if that was a great idea, or if it would actually have made my solve slower, but it's just something I think I would have done. So for the fifth solve, the F2L went smooth as usual, although there was one kind of short pause, and it took kind of long to recognize the OLL. So that was the solve critiques of the average of 5 from TMCubing. I think the main problem was just the pausing, recognizing F2L pairs, and the rotations, which is a common problem. I think it's definitely something I did. So make sure to like this video and subscribe for more cubing content, and I'll see you in my next video.